What's happening, people? Dan Lawless here, back with another transfer roundup. That's right, obviously it's January, so we're talking about all of the latest transfer news and rumours. Before I get into that, if you're interested in any of our t-shirts, hoodies or jumpers, you can find them in the link in the description below. There's a lot of great designs down there, so check it out. So let's get into some of the latest stories. I'm going to start with something, not so much a transfer story, but it does affect in terms of signing the coaching staff. That's right. Since David Moyes came in, there was a lot of speculation about if he would bring back Stuart Pearce. Now, Stuart Pearce, even among people that weren't big David Moyes fans, a lot of people liked Stuart Pearce in the club. He had that passion, very experienced coach, and was hoping he'd see him back in the staff, obviously ex-player as well. However, Stuart Pearce has come out and said, when he was interviewed on TalkSport asking if he'd be returning, he said that the owners had blocked his return based on him being critical of them in the past. Which is not really surprising, but it's outrageous. It is absolutely outrageous, if you ask me, because this is someone who David Moyes, the manager, wanted in his coaching staff, and they've said no. And already, this is the problem. Already, we're not even but just over 2 weeks into David Moyes' time with us. Not even a month, and they're already undermining him, already, interfering and just not backing him with what he wants and with his choices. This is someone who David Moyes identified as someone that he wants on his team, on his coaching staff, which the manager should have a say on it. And they've blocked it. Now, some people have said, oh, well, if he's going to slate them, why would they want to employ someone who slated them? This is what David Moyes said that they decided was just too critical. It was too much of an attack on the board for them to bring him back. I never met Mr. Sullivan or Karen Brady in the 7 months I was there. I never met them once. If I owned a football club or ran an organisation, I'd make it my business to welcome new faces into the football club. Fair point. The working environment is the training ground. That's right. So they don't turn up at the training ground. They don't go there. Unless they decided Mr. Gold is going to be the face of the board and he's going to be the one to come in. And to be fair, he's very, very personable. And he used to come to every game and pop into the dressing room after the games. So all he's saying there is he hasn't met Sullivan or Brady, but David Gold was all right. I don't see what he has said in that is so critical that you don't want him back at the club. Like, you have to block what the manager wants. And it just sums them up completely. Honestly, I despise these people. I honestly despise them. Because look, whether you wanted Moyes or not, he's here now, and like we said, they've got to back him. So if they can't even back him with his coaching staff, what makes anyone think they're going to back him in the transfer window with what he wants? And this is the thing, just the sheer hypocrisy of these people. Did they not come out and criticise Robert Snodgrass and Jose Font? Did Sullivan not come out and slate them? Did bloody Karen Brady not come out and talk about how Benny McCarthy's fat and he's bigger tits than her and all of this stuff and all the other things that they've come and sort of the crap she's talked about in her column? So it's all right for them, but Stuart Pearce says, well, if I was them, I would have come down to the training ground. That's just too much. He can't come back to the club. Some people are questioning this. I don't know why Stuart Pearce would lie about that. I don't know why, he would make that up. What benefit is there to him for him to make that up? But it's just not a good sign at all. It's really not a good sign of what's to come, and basically the support and the backing that they're going to give to David Moyes. It's just a small thing like that they're going to block and get involved with. Who's telling what else? And we've seen the signs before, the way that they treated Bilic, the things they did towards the end of Pellegrini's reign. We've seen it time and time again, and we're going to see it here with David Moyes, and which doesn't give me much confidence. And this is the worry. And I don't want to. Even I came out and people know I wasn't completely happy with us getting David Moyes as the manager, but I said they've got to back him. I said, back the bloke, give him as much funds, if not more than you gave Pellegrini. And I can't see him doing that. We're already seeing him pissing about with low-balling offers and things like that in the transfer window. So despicable, honestly. I really, really hate these people. And I know it's a strong word, but I do. But let's get on to a couple of transfer stories. It looks like we're going to wrap one up very soon. Darren Randolph returning to the club. Seems to be it's all about people coming back this time. Around obviously Moyes and that, people returning. Yeah, Darren Randolph could be signing him for £4 million. They're talking about. We sold him to Middlesbrough for £5 million. Could be signing him back for £4 million. So it's a profit of £1 million, whatever you think. But this is a position now. I don't think it should be a priority to where we're spending £4 million on this position. I don't know. Unless David Martin is out for a considerable length of time during this season. Obviously, we do not want Roberto playing again for this club. We don't want him playing again. So, if David Martin's not going to be fit for the rest of the season, then yeah, if he's going to be fit again soon, then I don't see the point in this signing. I'd rather sign someone on a free who's half decent. I really like Darren Randolph. Apparently, he really wanted to come back to the club. He enjoyed his time at the club. Irish international. I'm an Ireland fan, and loved him at the club. Was a big fan of him. He weren't always consistent. He weren't the best keeper we had, but I'm not sad to see him return. But I just think it's really not a priority. And in a window where they're talking about we have £25 million to spend. That's just the rumour. We have £25 million to spend. You're spending nearly a fifth of it on a position that shouldn't really be a priority when we need a striker, we need a centre midfielder, and this is at least one of each. And now we definitely need a right back, which we're going to get into. So I'd rather see the money spent on those positions rather than the goalkeeper who's not really going to get to play, who maybe get to play in the FA Cup. The new rumour coming out is that we could be signing on a free transfer. Now, I've not heard of this bloke. Do forgive me if anyone's Algerian there who can maybe correct my pronunciation. But Mehdi Zefane, or Safani, I think it's Safan. Right back, free transfer. I think he's a free agent at the moment. But Algerian international. He's played for Lyon and currently plays for Rennes. But I think his contract has come up, and now he's available for free. So obviously, Ryan Fredericks has picked up an injury. It looked like a bad one, so it looked like he could be out for a while. So we can't just rely on on Zabaleta. So we do need someone in. Now, is this a transfer? I'm not too sure about this as a transfer. I would like to see us get someone in with a little bit more proven quality, or someone a bit younger, someone a bit pacier. But this just seems to be like just a quick solution, like a quick fix. Like, this guy's free, he's a right back, let's get him in. Apparently he did impress at spells during the African Cup of Nations. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to be the one to come in now and fill in Frederick's boots. there's not much about him. I tried to have a little look at him to see if there's pace. It doesn't look like he seems to be bursting with pace. He's probably not as slow as Zabaleta. Apparently he can play as a winger as well. I imagine him probably being a little bit more attacking than defensive. I'm not convinced. I'm really not convinced. I would rather us, instead of spending some of that $4 million on Randolph, put that towards a greater budget. Say spend $10 million on a right back. Unless we're going to drop big money in the summer on the right back, it's worrying. It's very risky, because that's going to be a position now that is a big weak spot and opposition teams can target. So, yeah, I mean, if any of you guys know a little bit more about this guy, Mehdi Zefane, I'm going to go with Zefane, right? If any of you guys know a little bit more about him and have anything insight, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, not much I can say apart from the fact that I'm not exactly blown away by it. Look, we haven't got to buy in this window. It doesn't have to be someone who's a massive name and next level signing, but I just would like someone who I just have a little bit more confident in, is a little bit of a safer choice. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Happy with Darren Randolph coming back for £4 million? Are you happy with the right back option? We're looking to bring in on a free. And Stuart Pearce, was the board right to block Moyes appointing him to his coaching staff? Let me know in the comments down below. Look out for videos. All the other lads will be back with some videos this week. We'll have more transfer stuff as things go out, as the stories come about. And one thing left to say, come on you irons.